of Cybertrucks there too.
We live in a beautiful world.
Just don't get on the highway.
Yeah, and I feel like every time it's like I see a Tesla or something on the freeway, it's always like, okay, let's count down 30 seconds. Oh, there, you're doing something stupid, or just like not paying attention, or cutting somebody off in like a way where it's just like, oh, you're clearly not caring about anybody else on the road.
Yeah, I grew up in the 2000s when Prius owners thought that they were the vegans of the highway, and now it's Teslas. Like, you drive a man-child's created car. Like, you want respect, don't drive Elon Musk's creation.
I have so much hope for the future. Just before like you pick me up, I'm finishing student teaching at an elementary school, and there have been multiple times that I've heard just like 4th and 5th graders make jokes about Elon Musk being an idiot, and I'm like, oh yes, I can still pray for whatever future we're gonna have, and when these kids get older, hopefully we could just spread that idea and just
Of course, I spent almost 3 years in Florida and left the week before the election, and DeSantis, he ran for president, and now he's kissing the feet or whatever gets him notice of Trump's, and he's put anything in front of phobe and you'd be about right. He made it illegal to celebrate Pride, put anything but red, white, and blue on anything.
It's insane that like at this age and just like date that they're still trying to fight for stuff like that, and that wasn't like even the last push in the early and mid-thousands. Like that seemed like that should have just been the end of any of that stuff, where it was like still around and it was like still ridiculous then, and that it's still fighting for that, or that it's even something people think to fight about, or that it's an argument. It's like it should just be thrown out immediately. It's insane.
Yeah, just imagine don't ask, don't tell, but instead of the military, teachers now in Florida can't talk about anything that isn't cis or straight, but you can't use those words because then you're telling kids that there's something else. If you put a label on cis or straight people, then what happens if you aren't that?
But if we teach kids, they're going to ask questions. And if they ask questions, they're going to want knowledge.
Yeah, DeSantis, he doesn't acknowledge 25% of the population because stats show 1 out of 4 people aren't straight. I'm sure it's much higher, but it's like, what are you doing?
I don't know why I never even thought about that, of like, even thinking of that to DeSantis, like, you know the club scene that's going on here, right?
And what's funny, well, not exactly funny, but like, you're not going to acknowledge the group by stats live 20 years less. Like, gay or queer people live on average 20 years shorter lives than straight people. And 1 out of 5 of them are probably going to attempt suicide. Those are the people you're not going to want to acknowledge. Like, don't you think the suicide rates are going to go up? They don't care.
That's been one of those things recently that it's just been like hate that you have to like see it so much again, and also just like glad that they're like pushing it more, which is like insane that you have to see so many more of those ads of like hotlines and things like that they really have to push because the rates have gone up so much because of so much political idiocy. Just
I need to write a book because I grew up homeschooled and fundamentalist Christian. Imagine the 19 kids and counting.
Wow.
That's about it. I need to write a book about how to get an education where you're the only person in class and it's all white supremacy, and you're taught that the settlers massacred us. That's funny. Not one time did they use the word ace anywhere. I actually went to a class where everyone struggles with this problem. Anyone who says they don't is lying. Now I'm thinking, like, do you not know that 1%, 82 million people in the world are ace? Like, not everyone struggles with this.